Hello, everybody, and welcome back to McRaeathon. I am Axington123, and I'll be the host for this run. Introducing the Underdash Survivor playing REDRIVER 2. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, thank you. So yes, welcome to Driver 2, kind of. So this is where it's already starting a bit weird, because as you can see, this is not exactly Driver 2 as original. This is as called Redriver 2. This is a fan-made port specifically made by Soupy and a team, that basically makes the original game playable on PC, because the original version is actually a PS1 game. And it also had some issues, as you'll notice on the PS1 if you've seen the game, if you played it. It's not great. Let's put it that way. Mostly the performance is extremely bad. The game slows down a lot. So the joy of Driver 2 allows you to play the game at full speed. The game doesn't slow down. It's much more enjoyable, and plus you get the bonus of quick loading speed from PC and everything. So this is why we're gonna play this version. This is basically the same game as the PS1, except with much quicker loading and much smoother performance. So, I guess for the introduction for the game, this is going to be the Warpless category, because there is a glitch for any percent that allows you to skip from the first mission of the game to halfway in the last city, which is basically skipping most of the game. The missions themselves are the same, it's just this beginning part that actually gets skipped over from the this little glitch. It's basically a little menu glitch you can pull off, but we're gonna do every single mission from start to beginning. I already forgot if I could check the difficulty. No, it was on medium. For the speedrun, we do play on easy, because, well, the cops have less health and everything, so it makes the hive much easier. So, timer starts when I click new game, so whenever you're good, you tell me. I guess I'll do a quick countdown. So, in 3, 2, 1, let's go! So as you can see, the loading screen were much quicker. So what is Driver 2 exactly? It's GTA before GTA was a thing. It's your 3D driving game in a city, just like what you used to see with GTA was starting with GTA 3, except much before GTA 3. Because again, we're in the PS1 era with this game. So it's quite renowned for its difficulty too. The game had a lot of struggle balancing like difficulty and everything around it. The mission goes from quite easy to quite insane pretty quick. Driver 1 also had a similar issue. I think most people probably know that game for the infamous tutorial mission with the garage task you had to pull off. Fortunately, this game is slightly more how can I say? Make it slightly more lenient with the beginning. It doesn't throw you in the wolf's mouth right away. So yeah, this is the first mission. This is just basic. Whoops. Basic drive A to B without any cops. It's much simpler than the first mission of the previous game. Also, I decided to do a slightly crazy trap because this is for charity. I figure I'm gonna donate $1 every time I do an unintended crash in this game, so hopefully this doesn't get too expensive by the end. Also, this doesn't count, this is an intended crash. We crash in the pole to get out of the car quicker, because Tanner can leave the car if the car doesn't move. So, just crash in the pole and you can exit the car instantly. It's much quicker than just parking the car. And now we start the chase mission. So, this is just a simple pursuit. I'm gonna let it pass because I'm not going quick enough. Chases in this game are quite unique. Because the way they do rubber banding is not like how most games do it, where usually the car you're chasing slows down or speeds up depending on how close you are. In this game, the AI always goes at the same speed because it always uses a specific path. So the car you're using is actually the one that gets sped up or slowed down. If you're really close to the guy, you can see I'm holding X as far as I can and I'm not speeding up anymore. I'm not catching up. But if I stay away from him, I'm going to get sped up by the game. So it does get weird with the with these missions.
We lost it.
And note also that the car in that mission, it has infinite mass. Most of the chase in this game are made with infinite mass chases, so I can ram the car as much as I want. The AI will not care about me. It's basically gonna be like hitting a moving wall. Anyway, this is another quiet mission. This is chase the train. I need to stay with the train and wait for the person to get out at the other exit. And for some reason, Tanner needs to stay near the train, because I guess he's scared he's gonna get lost or something. I don't know where the train is supposed to go other than just on the rails, but whatever. Also, fun fact about this mission, you can just leave the car and get another one. I guess they didn't think to check if you actually needed to stay in your car. I heard it was actually related to a bug. It's supposed to prevent you from leaving the car, but because of an error by the dev, the check for that doesn't actually trigger, so you can just leave the car no matter what. Despite the fact that you're supposed to have a passenger with you in this mission. The joy of PS1 game. The development of this game was quite rushed from what I could gather. So yeah, I'm slowing down a bit here because it's quite easy to fail a mission by getting too ahead of the train, because the car you're driving is actually much quicker than the train itself. Can speed up anymore. Also, here's the lever trick. That's actually one of the few glitches exclusive to this REDRIVER version. Yeah, you don't actually need to go up the platform. You can just drive under it. The checkpoint doesn't actually look for the height coordinates. So, oops. Okay, we got a good pattern. So this is another tailing mission. Basically, as you can see, I got a proximity meter. I need to stay in between. Not getting too far, but not getting too close from the guy. And I guess this is the first mission I'm gonna explain the concept of like patterns. Each mission like these, like where the car has infinite mass, usually select from a different pattern. So there's usually like 4 or 5 patterns the game picks from. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depends on the mission. And obviously in these missions, I just want the quickest one, because there's nothing I can do. There's no take down damage the other car. There's nothing I can do. It's just follow the guy until we get to the end. So the quicker the better. So in this case, I got quite lucky. I got the 136 pattern, which is the quickest one. But it's not always that case. You can be stuck resetting for a quicker pattern, because some of the pattern can lose all the way up to 30 seconds from just it's slower. That's the joy of this game, especially in Chicago. It's mostly just following missions, so there's no like, oh, I don't care if the timer is longer because I just need to take out the vehicle. No, it's just I just need to wait to get to the end. Speaking of getting to the end, I'm gonna do a little trick here by cutting through the grass here and trigger the end cutscene. So the end cutscene is based on you, not the car itself. So technically, you can just get ahead and hit it. And here's the cops. This is where the cops begin. So this is just the first drive A to B mission with cops. It's nothing too fancy. It's just drive to the end point, try to crash as little as possible, and make sure that the cop don't cause too much trouble. Oh. Ah, traffic was window. So that's $1. So I'm gonna have to have someone to keep account of that, because I'm gonna lose count pretty quick. Just changing camera so I can see downhill easier. And we lost the cops. So yeah, on easy the cops are much weaker, which is why we run at this difficulty, because it's if I need to take out the cop, it makes my life much easier to destroy them, because I can just crash in them twice and be done with it. So yeah, this is just wide drive on the boulevard, highway, whatever you call this. The debate is still on between me and Red Ricky. I'm pretty sure for what is this exactly. The trigger just get centered on the side. As you can see from the failure meter, as soon as it go above halfway-ish, roadblock can start to spawn. roadblocks are also affected by the difficulty. On easy, there's less cars in them. On hard difficulty, there's more of them. So there's usually like up to 8-10 cars in the roadblock. But yeah, this is pretty simple. This is literally just a straight line for most of the end of the mission. I don't know if there's already some donation coming in on your side.
There isn't any donations at the moment, but I did want to ask you, like, how did you get into this game and speedrunning this?
I played the original as a kid, the PS1 version. I played it a ton as a kid, and I'll interrupt this explanation quickly. As you notice, the cop kind of slowed down there. That's intended for most mission, and that's gonna the most is gonna be important later. The cop will slow down when you get near the end. So you don't actually have to lose a menu, the cop will lose them by themselves. And this is another tailing mission, hopefully I get a quick pattern. That's good enough. Yeah, to come back to the how did I get to speedrun this, it started when I... where is he? He's there. It started when I played it as a kid, the original version on PS1. I loved that game a lot. And I've played it basically once a year since usually on emulator, just to try to get rid of the performance. And then at some point I kind of discovered REDRIVER 2, the like PC version that runs smoothly. And I was like, oh, that's cool, I can play it easier now. And also the AI kind of struggled. The pattern is not that great because when they recorded this pattern, as you can see, the AI kind of just crashing everything. And another one, bonk. And it's specifically it started when I saw a run of Viper doing, I think it was all mission 2 on this, or maybe it was Warpless. It was either Warpless or 80%. But I saw that, and for the first time in my life of seeing a speed run in a marathon, my reaction was not, oh wow, this is amazing, I don't know how to pull that off, but actually was like, huh, I can beat that. I think this doesn't look too bad to do. So I did, and I actually got a world record for any percent, the one with the glitch. I lost that once a while back after that, but I then moved on to all mission and just slowly went up until I got the world record, and basically I had it since I think I have the world record for this game for all mission since like 9 months, I want to say.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, it's basically just a matter of, oh, I saw the run, was impressed, and figured, oh yeah, I can beat that. And yeah, the trigger to end the mission is just driving the wall there, and that counts. But yeah, it's basically a game I've played all my life. It's one of my favorite driving games. Despite the difficulty, the jankiness, and the performance on the original hardware, I love this game to death. Ooh, wiggly. Okay, I didn't push him hard enough. Move. Okay, I'm gonna go behind, I guess. So that's not great. That's some time loss. But I'm gonna be fine anyway. So this is a little weird mission, because this is where we're stuck in a compound, we need to escape, but unfortunately there's only one way to get out. And the other way, as you can see, are blocked by vans and everything. Those vans are fine, I can just push them out, but these guys, I cannot push them. They're basically a solid object, they're a wall. So there's a specific route you can drive around to escape normally, but there's actually a glitch in here. One of the few times where there's a glitch in this game, because usually most of the game is pretty like glitchless. It's around here. Hopefully I get this, because this is pretty precise and kind of janky. I'm gonna turn around. Now you might be wondering, what hell? There's a wall there, how am I gonna go through that? Well, this guy might help me go through. There's a little gap here, hopefully I go through. Yes! There we go. So you can just get squeezed by and go through a little gap in between the wall and the vent, and just skip the whole drive back to the north and just go right to the end. There we go, I'm really pleased I got that. This is super janky and imprecise. And this is already the last mission of Chicago, where we introduce rain physics. It basically makes the car slippier. And we also introduce non-police team pursuer, so these guys. It's basically the same thing, except they don't have a siren and there's no roadblocks. But a part of that, they use the same filling system, so technically if I crash in a car, the game's going to say, oh, he did a criminal act, let's boost his felony, despite the fact that it's not showing it. Oh, bonk. It's still based on like doing illegal stuff. They didn't actually like make a separate system. But yeah, in the previous system, the little glitch there. You notice I also did like a little 360 in the garage. That's intended because if I don't do that and I just go straight for the end, like go across the bridge right away, yeah, it turns out that it doesn't trigger the end of the mission. It will tell me that, oh, congratulations, you beat the mission, but the game won't actually move on from that point. I'm just gonna be stuck, like driving around with nothing happening. So you need to go through the little hangar, because that's usually where, if you go the intended route, that's usually where you end out. So I guess Reflection didn't realize, like, oh, they can get to the endpoint without going through the intended route, so they didn't think of putting the checkpoint like at another place. They assumed that you had to go through the garage, so that's why I do the little turnaround. So that's another $1. Oh, that guy might be an issue. Ooh, that's $2. Okay, we're at like what, $5 total for crashes? I don't even keep count. Oh, this is quite bad. That's another $1. This is an expensive mission suddenly. So as you can see, the eye is it's pretty dumb, but it's quite efficient when it's going towards you, especially on a small road. That's basically where it can do the most damage. Because there's one thing the eye is good when it's time to take you down, is crashing right in front of you when they're going towards you. That's their #1 skill. They get pretty hard to dodge at in some points. But yeah, apart of that, this is a pretty basic mission. This is another A to B. We reach the trigger there, and there you go, it's over. And that's Chicago done. So now we move on to Havana. So Driver 2 is the first mission, the first game in the series to feature new cities that are out of the US. Because the previous game had Miami, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York as the last one. And this one, you actually go out of the US for a change. So we get cliche Havana with just 50s American cars. Also, we got, again, quite lucky for the pattern. We got a quick one again. Because this is basically the last mission where you can lose like 20 seconds from getting a slow pattern. The quickest pattern is this one, and it goes all the way up to a 216 pattern, which is quite slow. Because again, there's nothing I can do to make it quicker. I just need to wait for him to get there, basically. Because I cannot leave him. Because the game will make me fail for losing the guy. But I can still make it slightly quicker by getting ahead, by doing this. So while he's stuck doing the intersection here, I can just cut here. And there you go, I'm ahead. So now I become the one that's getting chased. So that way I can hit the trigger before he gets there, so it's slightly quicker. I still need to be careful because I cannot drive too far ahead, not just because I'm gonna lose him, but as you can see, the traffic is based on him. Like it's spawning based on where he is exactly. So if I get too far ahead, I might just spawn inside of another car and just get sent to God knows where, but it's probably not gonna be good, that's for sure. So I'm trying to keep my distance not too far ahead from him. Let's try to keep reasonable. Eventually he's gonna make the corner. Okay, he's gonna push the car away. And now we just hit the trigger. There we go. And it's over. And now begins the crazy part of the run. This is 3 difficult missions back to back. Okay, this is a bad pattern. I'm gonna reset. This is a good pattern though. So I need to take down this van while this guy is chasing me. So again, he has infinite maps, so there's no way in me trying to ram him at full speed. But I can nudge my car like this and rack up damage. Oh, that was a bad hit. And he's out. Okay, now I need to kill this guy, so I'm just gonna do that. There you go, he's dead. This is why we run on easy, because it's much quicker to just do that. Because on the hard mode they have much more health. Okay, so now we just take this van that's quite beaten up, as you can see from the damage, and we just drive it to the lockup. And we need to be careful because there is some guy that can spawn still. It's limited to one, thankfully, so it's not too bad, but still, as you can see, like, I see on the map there's one that's spawning off from us, so we're safe for now. Oh, we might be lucky, and okay, yeah, we got lucky and didn't get to deal with any of them after. But yeah, this is what I mentioned earlier, that the difficulty is kind of all over the place. As you can see, this is the first mission where you need to take down a vehicle, and they decided for the first one, let's put a guy chasing you that's really aggressive. For some reason, they decided, I guess, that make it hard on people. So we open the garage. Turns out you don't actually need to be that close to the button. You can just press it from really far. The hitbox is quite big for some reason. And now, take down mission number 2. Except this time, it throws bomb. Also, no, I'm going to take another pattern. Alright, that's fine. So yeah. He's throwing bombs, so I'm not gonna stick behind him, but I can kind of get ahead here. I'm gonna slow down and park my car up ahead, so he's gonna push me, rack up damage, and there we go. Get out car, grab the van, and get to the end. Move my old car out of the way. So yeah, as you can see, you don't actually, to damage the AI car when there's infinite mass involved, you don't really crash into them, you just like nudge your car against them and just their damage meter is gonna slowly go up. So in that case, I just park myself in front of them and let them push me, so they damage themselves, and then I can just grab the car. The get pushed by the AI is gonna be used another time in Chase the Gunman, and a bit in another mission, Steal the Ambulance. It really depends on the pattern the AI takes, if there's any easy way to get ahead or if it's just a bit easier to stay on the side. It really depends on the mission. And the reason I resetted the first pattern, the 141, is because it's kind of hard to stay in front of him on those patterns, so I prefer to use a 147 or the 150 pattern, because in those one he drives more in a straight line, so it's easier to not get bounced around all over the place. I'm gonna go this way, because yeah, that guy's gonna block the road. But yeah, if you have any other question, any donation, you can go ahead. This is just go to the end point.
We don't have a donation at the moment, but I would like to take this moment to talk about a charity that we are raising money for, if that's okay.
Hey, no worries, go ahead.
In every region of the world, mental disorders surpass 10% of the population. Governments seem to lack motivation in reducing the burden of mental health problems. There's only 55% have mental health awareness and only 8% have suicide prevention plans. Organizations like Mind help raise awareness to the issues, helping us get one step closer to a world where everyone gets the help they need. So, all money raised in this marathon is going towards Mind, which is a very, very good charity.
It's a good call, that's for sure. So yeah, feel free to donate. Okay, so we park the car again, get out, close the door, and mission over. So this is 2 of the 3 crazy mission. And now we move to find the clue. This is another really difficult one to do quickly, specifically. Because you have 7 minutes to destroy 4 cars, except only this time, the car I'm gonna chase are not in infinite mass mode. They actually have, like, I can actually crash in them, so unlike the 2 previous missions I did, rubbing my car against them is not gonna be useful. I actually need to ram them, like, properly. But you'll see the AI kind of struggles to drive around. It's not exactly a good driver. So I'm just gonna... That's bad. Okay, that's another $1. Okay, so this is gonna be an issue because the guy's gonna get away. So basically the guy only spawns when I'm close to him. If I'm away from him, he kind of just autopilots away. Oh, we saw it for a quick second and he got despawned and then respawned after the corner. That's sad. Because the AI really struggles with intersection. He's gonna usually drive in a wall, like T intersection. He's gonna drive in a wall. Like in... Oh, I thought he was gonna hit the tree, but no, I hit the tree instead. Oh, he's there. Okay, the AI is kind of confused right now. I'm gonna hit the engine part of the car because that does more damage. Ah, that's a good squeeze. So yeah, the beginning is kind of going bad right away, but... Oh, he dodged me. So this is the mission that's usually going to kill your runs. Because doing it quickly is really hard, because you're at the mercy of like RNG and the guy driving properly. Okay, he's actually taken down, so that's one down. Okay, that's one down. We need to move to the next guy. All 4 cars always spawn at the same exact spot, and they always drive for the same destination. It's somewhere north of Havana. So it's not too hard to tell where they're gonna go. Where do I go? I think I'm gonna get him at the intersection. It's probably gonna be easier. I think I have time to swap car too. So I knew he's gonna go around this road, so I can just beat him for a head-on collision. And that, as you can see, that does a lot of damage. And I know the third guy is spawned like around the corner here, so I'm gonna please turn around. Okay, so the guy should spawn like right above here, so I'm gonna have to get in my car quick. Oh, this is an issue. Oh, this is a bad issue. Uh-oh. Tanner, please get out. Can you hit me, guy? Oh, wow, this is a first. I didn't actually think I was getting out that side. Yeah, I don't think I'm stuck here. Okay, I'm gonna have to reset the mission. So yeah, this is one of the issue with this mission, is you can kind of get soft lock either by doing that, like I assumed the guy in the car would actually put me out the other side, but yeah, Tanner decided no, let's get out the driver's side no matter what. So that's one way of getting stuck in this mission. The other way is if you get the car stuck in between a wall and your own car and block out the doors, it's possible for Tanner to get in the car but being unable to leave the car, so you're kind of just stuck in it. So yeah, that's why I gave myself an hour 30, because stuff like that can happen sometime. Oh, that's the first time I've done that, honestly. I really didn't expect to fail this mission in this way. Okay, this is gonna be good though. So this is usually what I want the most for this first car, because he's gonna fail this intersection, so I gotta do that. This is a good hit. This is like instant kill. Okay, might as well get a new car. So yeah, when thing goes perfectly, if you get it to spawn perfectly, do the first corner, you can just kill him in one go there. Because as you can see, the AI is really bad with, like I mentioned, T intersection. He usually just go drive and straight at the wall. So you can just pin it in the wall and do a massive amount of damage, or even one shot him if you're quick enough. Okay, we should be quick enough to get the other guy still. It's gonna be tight. Oh, okay, he's gonna go this way, that's fine. I should be able to get him at this intersection again, because the AI is not good with the intersection. Oh, you're the bastard. Bonk. Okay. It's a time up. It's not a massive time up. It's a shame that happened, but whatever. It's a funny trick. It's a marathon run. Jankiness may happen always. Alright, that's a good hit. So I don't want to kill this guy too quickly, because the next guy is a little bit of a drive from here. Oh wow, just basically sneak on him once and it's good. There we go. Okay. Speed. Also, that red car was a crash, so we're at like what, $12 I think? I guess 12 pounds in this case, but yeah, this mission it's gonna be the one that's gonna kill you run often. If it's a chaotic one, it's a lot of like reacting to the AI, reacting to the traffic, reacting to where the guy goes, because once he spawns there, he can go everywhere he wants sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna stop hitting. Oh, well, maybe not. Because I want him to make the corner there. Good. Because if he goes on the boulevard, it's basically a dead sentence, because he's just gonna drive in a straight line with me just being behind him, not be able to do much, because I'm gonna be slowed down. So it's gonna be two-car drag racing with... Okay, that wasn't a great hit. Okay, my car is kind of beaten up. I need to be careful. I took a great hit either. Okay. Okay, the car is beaten up and we're gonna have to do with it. So this is one of the few missions where the car you had previously is gonna keep off for the next mission. As you can tell. I'm gonna take advantage of the fact there's a parked car here and grab it. Because A, that removes a felony I had, and B, it makes the car brand new. Oh, that's a bad hit. So that's another $1, that's $2, whoops. Okay. Ooh, that was close. But yeah, in this mission, as there's 2 missions in the game that does it, where it keeps the damage from your previous car. Okay, we need to jump on the ferry. We can slow down a bit because I don't want to overshoot. It's quite easy to overshoot. Okay. I'm gonna park up the front because that's gonna make me hit the trigger quicker. And there you go. We're back on the more quiet part of the run. This is just A to B with nothing fancy happening. So we're out of the crazy part of the run. Okay, so this is usually the part where I'm quite pleased because that's if I'm at this mission, it's usually a good sign. Okay, I'm on a good run. Things are going great. Obviously, this kid I'll probably have reset, but because of the fact that I failed the mission, but that's a detail. Oh wow,
that's just a minor detail. We don't worry about those.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, we got more time enough. I'm still on schedule.
Yeah, failing a mission doesn't matter. The main rule with marathons is if something can happen, it will happen.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as you do something related to a marathon, you usually get some chaos. Even just yesterday when I was doing some practice run on Find the Clues, funny enough, I got one attempt where the guy just basically did back and forth on a piece of grass. I don't know why. I've never seen that before, but the first guy was just motivated on doing back and forth on the field, which is really slow and was really bad.
Yeah, the AI in this game seems very wildly different.
Yeah, it's erratic. I mean, the AI. Oh, that's not the dollar. We're at 15, I think. The AI has only one tool to take you down. It's the car. So they're gonna just have to ram you by any means necessary. Oh, that's that's $2. 17. And the felony system is not exactly generous because, as you can see, like I'm already like at half felony. As soon as you do one crash, you basically get enough felony to get 2 cops on you. So it racks up quick. And obviously with 2 cops following you, well, it's much easier to crash in other vehicles and just get in trouble. Okay, mission over. And now back to Jones. Turn around, get in the car. Our car mystery change. Don't worry about it. The car does that sometime in this game. In between missions, you just get a new magic card. There's no explanation of what happened to the other one. So yeah, this is another A to B. Just quiet. My mission would just take a quiet line. I'm gonna have to take the wider line here because the car blocked the little shortcut through the trees. Good. Cop didn't block the way. Another thing that can give you felony, it's not just crashing in walls and cars. Trying to run over pads is going to give you felony. Those debris on the ground will give you a little bit of felony too. Hitting props like these can also give you a little bit of felony. It's not a lot, but it stacks up pretty quick. And as you can see, like you can clearly see there, the cop just slowed down by itself because I'm getting near the end point. Again, that's for most missions. We'll get soon to the one exception. Full drift, get out, get in, mission over. And for the final tailing mission,
Make flag blue with the trouble man.
and we got the slowest pattern. It's only 3 seconds, so at least at this one, I usually run with it. I don't reset, because it's... The difference between the quickest one and the slowest one is 4 seconds, so it's not worth resetting, because a reset is about 4 seconds, so...
Stay back.
It's a pretty short mission also, as you can see, because it's a 50-second mission. And yes, for some reason, in a tailing mission where you're not supposed to know where the guy goes, you still have a timer. Even though there's nothing you can do about the timer, it's just a matter of, I need to follow the guy, what do you want me to do? It's a weird quirk of this game that it likes to add timer to everything. Even stuff that doesn't make sense.
Stay back.
Skip the cutscene. The skip cutscene is a feature that's exclusive to the REDRIVER port. That's not there on PS1. Also, okay, takedown mission. That's good, let's take this. 216 is a good pattern. So this time I actually need to take it down fully. Oh, whoop, I'm gonna reset. I hit the corner, I'm just gonna call it safe. Oh, 2-2, that's also a good pattern. So again, infinite mass, so I need to run my car against him. I'm gonna let him pass, comes in, he's gonna push me in the car. Oh, bonk. As you can see, I ram into him, he didn't notice me, and I just got slowed down, so that's not good for me. Okay, I just need to touch him once, and we should be good. There we go. I'm gonna push him out of the way, because this is the last mission where you keep your car you had in the previous mission. So I'm gonna light it up for get on the perfect road right away. I just need to go in a straight line, it's easier. So again, A to B. Only this time I'm not allowed to leave this car, so I need to be slightly careful because there's 2 of these guys spawning every time. And they already lost me. That's kind of an issue, because as you can see I'm driving on a really small road, so it's slightly harder to dodge them. Okay, that's a good spawn. I like them when they spawn this way, because I can just do that. I can kind of just go on one side, make them spin around, and they won't block my way, because I can just dodge them on the other side of the road. Okay, we got some good spawns, we're getting quite lucky. And we're going to the same hangar we went with the 2 van at the beginning of Havana, so... The route is going to look familiar, that's for sure. So it's morning, so the sun is going up. Okay, there we go, that works.
Push it.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward. Yeah. Okay, that's $1. 18. Actually, no, 19. I crashed in the Pursuit Jericho, so I guess $19 total. He should slow down any second now. Yeah, there we go.
Lose him.
And there we lost him, so will be able to finish this mission easily. Whoop, 21, 22, I think. This is not my best driving currently. And we park the car, press the button, and that's Havana done. That's 2 CD, halfway there-ish. So now we're going back to Vegas this time, with a pretty basic drive to A to B again. Vegas is pretty relaxed. It's mostly simple driving missions. There's not a lot of quirkiness. There's 1 or 2 missions that are interesting, but we'll get to them. So yeah, in this mission we need to pick up these guys that are robbing a casino. That's $2 because of whoops. Oh, I need to skip the cutscene. And now the cops are unhappy because we just robbed the casino. So they're all over the place, and we just need to drive down the strip back to our old garage to be safe. So yeah, so again, if I have anything to say, we'll go ahead, because this is mostly a straight line.
This game does seem to like it's very straight lines, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's an early PS1 game, so they were limited with the city. It's still not a bad looking city for a PS1 game. And it's better than Driver 1, because Driver 1 was limited to only 90 corners. Like, everything was a 90-degree corner. So it, like, a bridge looked kind of awkward, and the highways and everything. So it, at least in this game, like, City look more natural, because there's rounded corners, there's like diagonal roads. The cities are more diverse looking.
I think there's definitely a lot of charm to like the old games. There's a lot of soul and hard work gone into these sorts of games. You can tell how much work has been put into them.
Also, here's a Mountain Dew ad that you can see to the right. I don't know why there's a Mountain Dew ad in this game. There just is. It's only there. That's the only location there's a Mountain Dew ad is in this corner of the city.
Hey, I'm currently drinking Mountain Dew, the gamer fuel.
Yep. It makes me laugh every time because there's just no reason for that to be there. Alright, there you go. Oh yeah, in this city they have the technology for automatically opening doors. Instead of Havana where you need to do it manually. Okay, beat the train. A little quick mission where you need to, as the name implies, beat the train. You need to get in the car before the train crashes into it. It's actually kind of a difficult mission because, okay, you don't have much leeway. It's the route I'm doing, you kind of need to do that if you want to beat the mission even casually. It's surprisingly strict. I remember struggling a lot on this as a kid. So, get out of the truck, crash on the side of the wall just to slow down the truck even more, and victory. Quick mission, just to get out. Now move to car bomb. So, a rival gang dropped a car to this gang leader's house, and there's a bomb in it with a nice timer of 3 minutes. And the gang leader decided, you know what? Let's bring this car back to the enemy. So we're gonna blow them up instead. So enjoy beeping. It's gonna beep every second until we get there. It doesn't get old at all, don't worry. It's definitely not annoying. Oh, the cops saw me. I was hoping it wouldn't see me because I don't want to get felony from going through the fence here. Oh, it's far enough from me. Okay. Thankfully, the cop was far enough so it didn't see me do it, so it didn't give me the extra felony. Because I want to limit myself to one cup if I can, just to make it easier on myself. Beep.
Beep. Beep.
Yeah, it's a noisy car. Not exactly so. I guess I could explain the story for this game. Basically, you're John Tanner. You're an undercover cop, which is why the mode is called Undercover. And your job is to try to find a guy called Pink Lenny who's been causing some issue between two gangs, which is basically creating a gang war. So we're working undercover for one of the gang, King's gang, and we're basically working against Vasquez's gang. And basically we're going all across the world to figure out where is Pink Lenny, to catch him so we can stop the gang war, because the gang war is basically caused because of that guy specifically, because he's the accountant for both gangs or something along those lines. The story is kind of janky, kind of generic, not that good. The acting is borderline comical like it's B-movie level. Like it's not the B-movie with bugs. I mean it's like the tier movie. It's cheesy as hell. Like it's pretty it's something. The acting, everything. Okay. So in this mission, as you can see, we had felony on foot. If the cop would catch me and park the car next to me while I was on foot, I would be instantly busted. It's actually on the base game on the PS1, that's not possible to do because I think it's an issue, it's a little bug, but it got fixed for this one, so it's actually possible to get busted on foot. Because in the PS1 version, you don't have any felony while you're on foot on this mission, but in this version, they managed to fix that. So REDRIVER managed to fix something from the base game that didn't work properly. It's a limited amount of thing, but there is some fixes. And yeah, once again, the annoying part of Vegas is that's mostly just straight line on the strip or on the highway. It's not exactly the most entertaining thing on earth. As you notice, the cops when you see them at where you're already wanted, they kind of just like swerve to the side and stop. So you can, if the road is wide enough, you can just go on the side. And we lost him. That's good. We're getting the end anyway, so it doesn't matter.
We have had a $2 donation from Nikolai saying, beep. Thank you very much for the donation. And the beeps.
Jericho is running to heat.
The beeps are thankfully over.
All donations are going towards Mind, very good charity.
Yeah, indeed, this is a good cause. Also, here's, speaking of Mind, here's $2 extra for them. We're at 27, I think. I'm rounding up a lot, so maybe I'm probably off by a couple dollars, but eh.
Just be grateful you didn't say you and the AI doing.
Yeah, oh, that would have been
wall.
expensive quick. My first idea was to, I was about to say, oh, maybe I should do £5 by crack, but then I realized maybe that might get a little too expensive. Like, that might get a little overkill, because I'm pretty sure I crashed way more than I remember in this game. Like, I was thinking, like, oh, maybe I crashed like 1 or twice in this game, but no, it's quite easy to crash in this. It's still like an hour game, an hour like 20 around, so there's a lot of opportunity to crash in other cars and walls. So. So yeah, in this mission, another job. This time, Jericho is doing a bank job. Jericho is one of the henchmen of Kane's gang. He's robbing a bank, and for some reason, the bank job went bad. So they need a driver to come pick us up. I don't know how they managed to call us. Apparently, one guy just ran to a phone booth that the cop didn't care. Let's not worry about that. Also, yes, I turned around in the cutscene. The cutscene didn't expect you to arrive from this side, so you kind of just get turned around automatically because the game assumes you're gonna go from the other way. But turns out it's quicker to just drive on the strip and the highway to get to there from the other side than just going through the little roads. Yeah, someone did. Commando Colton did a 1 HP challenge on YouTube. I don't envy that, especially because he did it on hard. Like, some mission took him like hours to beat. I've done the alt mod pack for this game. It's a modded version that makes the difficulty much harder, and that was enough for me. Like, there's not a lot of people that managed to beat that version on hard, and there's a good reason for it, because it's bloody difficult to beat. Oh, that's a roadblock. I'm gonna go this way. If I had 2 cops on me, I would probably go on the other side, because obviously it's a sharper line, it's quicker, but since I only had 1 cop on me, I didn't want to risk having one spawn in my face and ram me. So I'll go the same way of the traffic. Yo there, yoink. To this day, I still don't know how to do this corner quickly. Every time I do it, it just feels slow to take it this wide, but again, there's not like there's any easier way to do it. So I kind of just get angry every time I do this corner. Okay, speed trap. Just ram in the wall, get out instantly, and spam the triangle button to get a trigger. Okay, steal the ambulance. Another takedown mission. We need to take down the ambulance, a bit like we did with the vans. Oh, bonk. I'm gonna get him to push me. I'm gonna go on this side, because I don't want the cop to ram this. Ooh, okay, that was close, because it's kind of easy for the cop to just destroy the ambulance by ramming it while going by it. I failed this mission a lot by just getting the cop to destroy the ambulance. Okay, there we go. And again, just like the hijack the truck mission in Havana, I want to take down this cop quickly, because before in this game, if you have a pursuer on, you're not allowed to leave the car, which is kind of how you can fail a mission. Is if your car gets destroyed fully and you still have cops on you, you're not allowed to get out of the car, so you basically just fail. Like the game will straight up just make you restart the mission. So on mission where you're not allowed to leave the car, it can become quite dangerous. Also, that car is just parked in the middle of the road. Oops. Oh, beep boop. Always has to ring the ambulance or sirens at least once. It's a must. Thankfully, this mission is much easier than the Havana one because there's no cop spawns after that. So it's much easier to beat, which is why I want to mention why like the difficulty is all over the place, because this mission is much easier than the Havana version, and the Havana version is supposed to be the first time you learn how to take down a vehicle. It's not a good introduction to the concept because it's super hard. I don't get why they decided to put it that way. And we're just gonna smash in the wall. It doesn't matter, even if the ambulance would get destroyed after I hit the trigger, it still counts. I still won the mission.
Airport, right?
Also, stakeout. This is a A to B mission. It sounds like it should be pretty simple, but it's not. Because this one, it has a trick up its sleeve. So first of all, I'm not allowed to leave the car. I have a lot of felony, and most importantly, you may have remembered when I said earlier that in this game, the cops will lose you intentionally when you get near the end. But except I said mostly, in most missions. This is the exception to the rule. In this mission, because of an error by the developer, the cop will not lose you by the end. So they will still follow me. They will still try to chase me and take me down. And the thing is, I'm not allowed to finish the mission while being chased by cops. So you can probably see the issue. I basically need to be extremely lucky at the end and get no cops on me near the end checkpoint so I can just beat the mission. It's basically just luck and some sort of precise driving, because you can kind of just take a specific line to get the cop stuck in the wall and be far enough from you that they cannot see you at the end point. Uh-oh, this could be okay, that's fine. Because I don't think you need to be like the radar stuff flashing and the quiet music is playing. Even if the radar is flashing red, the cop are still trying to chase me. As long as I'm not in their cone of vision, it counts. The game doesn't think of me as being chased. Okay, we lost him. So we're getting near the airport. So this is where I need to get lucky with spawns. That's not a good start. Okay. No, actually that's kind of fine. He kind of got stuck turning around. Although we lost the other guy right away, so... Okay, that's a good spawn. Okay, hopefully the next guy is friendly. Okay, well I'm just gonna wait. I don't mind. I'm more than happy waiting behind this guy. Slowly. I don't want him to see me. Okay, victory. So yeah, this is the danger of that mission, is you kind of just have to pray to God that there won't be anyone spawning. Okay, still the keys. This is another mission like Find the Clue, where you need to catch a car and take it down, and it doesn't have infinite mass, so I just need to drive quickly to get it as soon as possible and crash him as quick as I can. And again, this one is much easier than the Havana mission, because there's only one guy to take down, instead of like 4. So, my main worry with this mission is I want to make sure he's not going to turn on the highway, because like I mentioned in the Find the Clue in Havana, if they drive on the highway, it's kind of an issue because they won't turn any corner. I'm just going to be stuck next to him because I won't be able to go any quicker than him. So it's just basically going to turn into drag whereas we're both right next to each other and not doing anything. And obviously it's not helpful for me because I need to crash him. I need to do some damage. So I'm just going to slow down here just to not to make him twist anyway. Okay, he's past the highway, so now I can actually try to crash him. So he's going to wiggle around here usually. Okay, that's not amazing, but it's something. Oh. Okay, the eye sometimes struggles and goes in the corner like that. Oh. Okay, the eye is getting quite confused now. There you go. And instant get out. If your car is in the air and you press triangle to get out of the car, you kind of just get out instantly.
Get to the car lot.
Oh, that was pretty good. This is like... Ignoring Find a Clue, this is actually a really good run. I'm quite pleased with this. And I don't mind about Find a Clue because it was really funny getting stuck in that corner. Yeah, the free roamer AI is a pain because... Unlike the Infinite Mass Chase, you don't exactly have a specific route because it's not consistent. It's just you need to wing it every time and just react. And Infinite Mass is just, oh, park yourself exactly there and you're fine. Whoops. Another $1. We're up to 30, I think. Ooh, that's those. Water maybe not, Vortex. I don't think we're that quick. By 117 I got a month ago is pretty good, so I don't think I'm gonna beat it. It's still beatable, but it's getting in the I need perfect RNG and perfect play. It's getting up there in the requirement. I might try to beat it, but I'm pleased with the current run I have. Whoop. Bonk. Yeah, when it's following you, it's kind of easy to bait it to crash in other cars because it kind of just go exactly where you went. It ignore anything in the way, so kind of easy force it to crash in cars and everything.
Well, according to Fearful in chat, we're now up to 34 bonks unintended.
Okay, 34. All right.
And all of those will be $1, and we're raising money for Mind, which is a nationwide organization committed to prevent mental health issues and to support everyone who has dealt with mental health issues themselves or within their family. All of our donations will go to Mind, and we'll be up to about €100 after this run, I believe.
Okay, so this mission is a little weird. They expect you to go all along around the highway, but they kind of forgot that there's a little gap there you can just drive through. So the mission timer is way overkill. I'm gonna get to the endpoint with like a minute to spare, easily. Because currently the timer hasn't been much of an issue, but it's starting in getting in Rio, the last city of the game. It's gonna get much tighter. Like even with the perfect drive, I might gonna end the mission with like 20-30 seconds. Like we're getting the mission gets much more stricter in the last city. Also, if you miss the beat, well, get hyped because they're coming back. So we need to play some bombs to explode this hangar. Tanner, get in. So beep, and Tanner decided that 40 seconds is enough of a timer for him. So we need to place 3 bombs in 40 seconds and get the hell out of here quickly. Beep beep beep. And there we go, we're safe. I actually don't know how far you actually need to drive to be safe. I think it's just you just need to get out of the building, and that's good enough, but I don't want to risk it. And welcome to Rio de Janeiro, the final city of the game. The longest city of the game too. So this is the mission called Bus Crash, where we need to take down some of Vasquez's gang car. Because they're all parked in a parking lot for some reason, and Tanner's best idea for doing that is to steal a bus and crash into them. For some reason. I don't know why he needed a bus specifically. But yeah, we're gonna go steal a bus and drive the bus through a really tiny, annoying road. Ooh, traffic, another dollar. 34. Oh no, we were at 34, so 35 actually. Thankfully, in the beginning part of the mission, there's no pursuers, so it's just a matter of getting there. The pursuer will only spawn after after we do destroy the cars. So here's the bus. The bus is not quick, it's quite slow, it's really not fun to drive. And it's also really massive. Yeah, the music is quite good in this game, I quite like it. It is with REDRIVER, it is possible to use the Driver 1 music, but I prefer playing with the original soundtrack, because, I don't know, I'm used to it, and in complete honesty, it's mostly to avoid the question on YouTube and Twitch, oh, is this cheated, because it's not the original music, so by playing the original music, I avoid those questions. It's mostly why I play with the original soundtrack, just to avoid answering the same question every time. Okay, this is the annoying part of the run, because I need to drive. The parking lot is in this little road. As you can see, it's a one-way road, a one-way tiny road with traffic going my way, against me. And I'm in a giant bus, so it already started pretty poorly, as you can see. So this is the few times I actually use this camera, because it's much easier to see what's in front of me. Oh. Beep beep. Sadly, honking doesn't do anything, so there's no way for me like to honk them out of the way. They're just gonna keep going in a straight line. Ah, I was hoping we can hit that. Okay, there we go. Can go back. So there's a specific, do a specific pattern here to take them out quickly. There you go. I didn't actually get it perfectly, because there's a way you can just kind of bounce all over the place. There you go. Okay, and now I don't need the bus anymore, so I'm allowed to leave the car, so I'm gonna pick anything that's not the bus. Because when you come to car's top speed, most of the car have the same top speed, except this guy in this city. In this city, the T-Bird and the Mercedes over there both have the same top speed. I think it's a Merc, or it's a Buick, I can't remember. It's one of those two, but... Oh, pursuer, there's one guy. Basically, in most of the city, all the cars have the same top speed, but there is always maybe one guy that is slower. In this case, it's the little guy there. So I'm gonna pick any car that's not this one, and the bus is obviously much slower, so it's much quicker to just get out of the bus, grab a car from the traffic, and drive away from that. But usually for most cars, the top speed is the same, even for vans. Like in Nirvana, the truck we stole twice, that has the same top speed as the car we drove. So it's a strange quirk, but. Okay, well this is going pretty smoothly. Oh, well that's $1 to finish the mission. Okay, steal a cop car, a classic mission that apparently every driver game in the PS1 ever had. There's always a mission that's about stealing a cop car. I don't know why they like those specifically, but it's a thing. Thankfully, in this mission, you need to drive a long way with the cop car, and you're obviously stuck in it, and it gives you a lot of felony. Because, well, sometimes the cops are not that pleased that you're stealing a cop car. But they did have some mercy on you. Instead of having the normal limit of cop, which is 2, the game limits the maximum amount of cop to 1. So no matter what you do, even if the felony bar is maxed out, you'll still be limited to 1 cop chasing you. So it at least makes it slightly more bearable. Get in, Tanner. Yeah, our difficulty is quite an experience. Rio is quite difficult with cop-wise, because as you can see, all the roads are pretty tiny. Okay, that's a good dodge. All the roads are really tiny, especially this road. This is the quicker route, but unfortunately, it's in a tunnel and then on a bridge with no sidewalk. There's not a lot of room to dodge cops and everything. Okay, that's a good hit. That's fine. As long as I'm not slowed down too much, I'm gonna take the hits like those. And the rain physics in this mission don't help either. And as you can see, yeah, the cop did see me through the building from the other road. The cone of vision goes through everything. It's literally just a cone of vision. If you're in it, doesn't matter what's in between, it counts. Oh, that's $2. I'm gonna make you go to the side. There we go. Whoop. Go here. Okay, that's a good dodge. Not getting good luck with the cops. They're all facing me. Which is the worst luck you can get, because that's the hardest cop to dodge. Like in this case, it's easy to just make them swerve like this and you can just easily dodge it. But when they're facing you, as you noticed, they're quite good to just crash straight into your face. Okay, we should be mostly fine for the rest of this. What's the time at, by the way? Other series.
It is 1:05:09 roughly.
1:05. Okay, so I'm like 2-3 minutes behind.
You lost about 3 minutes, I think, on that fail.
Yeah, something along those lines. Oh, let's see where I need to go. I know I need this car. Game. If you press triangle, it sometimes thinks you're trying to leave the car. So, and in the mission where you're not allowed to, it's just gonna pop you a message telling you, oh, you're not allowed to leave the car for X reason. Also, we did this whole cup steal just to do that. We need this limousine, and apparently Tanner needed a cop car specifically to do that. I don't know why. You could just park in front and just steal it that way. So yeah, all that trouble, that difficult mission just to do that. Tanner is quite fond of really overkill plans that could be much simpler if you just did the easy way of just stealing this thing right away.
Ah, but where would the fun be in that?
Ooh, that's traffic. Add that to the pile of dollars. So yeah, this limousine is actually at the same top speed as the other car, so it's not too terrible to drive. It is a bit sluggish to turn, and it's also obviously quite massive because it's a limousine. It's not exactly a mini. So yeah, in this mission, basically the Vasquez was expecting this limousine to pick up some cash. So we steal the limousine to basically grab the cash instead of Vasquez guy getting it. And for some reason they just give us the cash before we figured out that, hey, maybe that's not right, and then chase us. Sure. Again, storytelling is not the strong pursuit of this game. Yeah, no, that's why I'm using this version, because this is quicker. I thought they fixed the limousine thing, though, in the pre-release. Because I remember, like, playing the beta, I was like, oh god, that's bad, it's further away. That's time lost, but... Okay, so the next mission, I'm going to talk about it right away, because I'm probably going to focus a bit to do it. It's called Safe Zone. It's another takedown mission where the AI drive itself. Only, and this time, there's a nice trick we can use to almost kind of instantly kill the AI. It's just really precise, the setup we have to do it. So hopefully I get it right away. Okay, Safe Zone. So chase the green sedan and wreck it. Will do. Hopefully. I hope I get this. Because basically, there's a way to make the car spawn and have it drive in the water, which will instantly kill the car. Which obviously for us is quite good, because that means we don't have to run around and ram it. And it's especially good at this mission, because unlike the previous two takedown mission we did, this guy is extremely tanky, but like absurdly tanky. Like, he does not take any damage from us. It's impressive. So I'm going in wide here because I want to see like over the bridge. As you can see, you kind of see through the road. So I go wide to see under the road to see if there's any car that's gonna block their path. Okay, so I need to go by a specific lamppost at a specific time to make sure that the guy spawns at the right spot. So at 3:03 I need to go by the pole. That should be good. Yep, okay, so I have to block it a bit, but still. So yeah, as you can see, I don't need to chase him around town. He just, with the way he spawned, the AI gets confused and just drives straight in the water. And I just had to block it slightly to make sure he doesn't actually get out of it. Okay, that's the other trick I was really scared of, and I'm really happy I got it. It's not too hard, like you got a second leeway to go by the pole. Like by the lamppost, so it's not too terribly like strict, but it's easy to screw it up because you don't have much leeway to get there on time. Hop, there we go. Yeah, bow jump. Well, bow jump is pretty fun. It's another mission where with a really strict timer, like this is where the timer is really starting to get short. But we will have like around 20 seconds, 25 seconds when we get to the end point. Well, Joan is not in the car, so it's fine. I don't think Joan's supposed to be in it. It's just a guy that's going to warn someone about Joan. I think that's the idea of that mission. So technically we didn't kill Joan in there. But the guy did drown, basically. But yeah, it's a somewhat difficult mission because the road you need to get, again, you don't have that much leeway. But it's not too terrible. If you drive properly and avoid getting your felony up, you just have one cup to deal with, so it's not too hard. But there is some fancy trick, and yeah, you do get to jump off a boat that's moving away. So that's kind of cool. Little action scene. Also, note of warning, in this game the trees are much bigger than they look. Don't get close to them, you're just gonna hit them. I've learned my lesson many times. I wasn't sure I could squeeze between the red car and the blue one, so... Okay, this was quite an easy one. So yeah, we need to gut in the bridge, plant some bombs. There's one down, get in the car, back up to the other spot. Bomb number 2, bomb number 3. Technically, it's only the first bomb that matters because as you can see, it starts the timer for 24 seconds and then it goes down to 0, and that's when the mission is beaten. So as soon as I place the first bomb, everything else is just, I have 24 seconds to waste. So I just need to, as long as I get out the boat, I'm fine. And HD explosion, as you can tell.
It's Jones.
And Jones in trouble. This is a pretty difficult one, because the timer is super strict. Although fortunately, the game is lenient again, and they limited the number of cops to 1, so it's not too terrible. But you still need to be careful. You need to keep your felony in check so you don't want to get it too high. Because roadblocks are still going to be a thing if you get halfway in felony. And roadblocks in the final road you go through, where it's a tunnel and no sidewalks, is not good. Let's put it that way. This cup there, I'm just gonna go over here. There we go, dodged it. Don't think about going, I'm going north. Suspect's going saying north usually, because they basically translated for each. You need the Polish chatter is actually translated. It's kind of nice. Like they actually took the time to make it like sound like it's actually the police dispatch from the location with correct language, everything. In Vegas and Chicago, they do reuse the same voice actors, the same voice line, but still, it's close enough, I guess, because it's both American English. It's a nice touch. And as far as I can tell, the language, like, it's actually like spoken properly. It's not just like a guy speaking English that an American that doesn't speak the language trying to read the sentence. Bonk. Okay, with that said, we're getting to a somewhat infamous mission, Chase the Gunman. Also, I'm slowing down here because I can easily flip in this corner, I hate it. Chase the Gunman, for those who play this game, is quite renowned for being absurdly difficult. Probably the most difficult mission in the whole series. Like, it's hard. Thankfully, in the speedrun, it's not too bad because we got some strats to do it quickly. So hopefully I get him first try. Carefully. So basically, I'm gonna go for try to get some. I have 3 specific patterns I look for because those are the patterns that are the quickest and where I can do the quick kill. Well, that's a bad exit. Oh, whoops! I thought we could go behind the car, but I guess I might have nudged it a little bit. Okay, that's just 8 seconds that just went down the drain. Oh, so you made it in low cap for some reason. Okay, Chase the Gunman. Can I get a good pattern? Oh, this is the good one. So I need to run my car against him. And I need to push him. Oh, I need him to push me. Okay, I think I got it. First try. Well, that's good. Easy! So yeah, we do this. We use the same. Let the guy push you to rack up damage, right? Okay, that's actually quicker than my world record because I had to reset like 4 times to get that pattern. The other time I got just like really slow patterns. Okay, well I'm really happy that Gunman went super easy. Yep, the first try Gunman because why not? So we got 2 missions left. This one where we need to go pick up Jericho and then drive down, because in this mission we're like, okay, we found Piglini where he is. He's in a helicopter. He's gonna leave soon. So with Jericho asks you to pick him up. Well, technically Chain asks you to go pick up Jericho to go get Lenny. And then we're gonna betray. Spoiler: we're gonna betray Jericho and just capture Lenny for ourselves. Now, I'm just gonna hug the left wall so I can get out this side of the car, so I can just easily get in the Thunderbird. Oh, bonk. Well, crash number, I don't know. I hope someone's still keeping count, because I've lost the count of that one. I'm probably like in 50 pounds somewhere along those lines.
The last count was 45, now 46, so it's close to 50.
Move. Okay, thank you. Okay, it's not actually not that bad. Okay, in this mission, what I mostly want is keep my penalty lows, because I don't want to deal with two cops on this road. It's a long straight road, there's not a leeway to avoid. Oh, okay, the guy has left me. It's a long straight road with not a lot of leeway to dodge cops, so I want to minimize the amount of cops spawning, because I can have these guys to dodge. The less cops I need to dodge, the easier it is to me, and the quicker I can go, because I don't need to slow down, obviously. Thankfully, the Thunderbird here handles really smoothly. I quite like this car. I'm really happy that the last two missions makes you use this guy. Just the other car, not this guy, not this guy. This guy, hold on. Like these cars are super bouncy. I don't like them as much. So yeah, this is just going south the map. And then we're gonna get to the final mission. Lenny gets caught. So Lenny gets caught is a notorious mission because it's a extremely difficult mission, and it's the last mission. So it's quite easy to lose a run on the final mission of the game. Because if you fail a mission, it's basically a 2-minute time loss. It's run over pretty much. And the reason it's that difficult is because you don't have much leeway. The mission is super strict. Technically it's a simple pursuit mission. You need to follow a helicopter. It doesn't sound too bad, but the thing is the end point of the mission is super tight. The helicopter goes extremely quick, so it's really easy to lose it right at the end, unless you drive perfectly. Then he gets caught. And by the way, for the whole time, you got two persons trying to take you down. So it's hard. Hopefully I get it first try, but this is the one that worried me. That's the reason I gave myself a lot of leeway for the timer. Fortunately, the helicopter only follows one pattern. It always goes the same road, so I know exactly where it goes, so I can go ahead of it and be fine. But yeah, as someone said in the chat, to beat the mission, you basically need to stay ahead most of the time. Because if you're behind it, you're actually going to be too far away for the end part. Okay, I'm gonna slow down here because this is one bit where I can actually get two ahead, and it's let some time for the other guy to catch up. Because my hope is to keep these two guys with. One died already. That's not good. I want to keep them following me as long as I can, because if they're behind me, no one else is spawning. Oh, that's not good either. That's okay. That's an issue. Hopefully we get a good spawn. Okay. Okay, that's a good dodge. Thankfully. By the way, this is not the part why the helicopter is causing issue. Currently I'm way ahead. I need to slow down a little bit more. It's right at the end where the helicopter goes supersonic and then just cause some issue and makes you fail the mission. Okay, that's one dodge. Okay, I think we might be able to do it. It's just matter on the last guy, where he spawns and what he does to me. Okay, we got it. We beat the mission. Because the end point of this mission is on this road, the little wiggly road in front of me. It's here, except the helicopter is going to go extremely quick. I'm ahead of it right now, and it's going to overtake me soon. Oh, by the way, time is coming soon. So, Viper, get ready. But yeah, as you can see, I'm ahead, and the helicopter is going right above me. Despite being that early. And time.
GG.
Thank you. That was super quick. I'm really pleased with this one. That went super well. But yeah, as you can see, what I suspect for the final part of this mission is, I'm guessing they didn't want the people to see the helicopter crash because they didn't have an animation for that. So they kind of make the helicopter speed up away so that, oh, people won't see the helicopter. They'll just assume that it went away and crashed. Unfortunately, they kind of didn't realize that by making the helicopter speed up a ton, you kind of just fail the mission at the end because you lose the helicopter because it's going too quick for you. So it's a bit of an issue with the mission design. So yeah, you to beat this mission, you basically need to do it flawlessly. I usually say in a joke that you have one free voucher for a crash, because you can kind of crash one and still be fine and beat a mission. After that, more than that, you usually are done, you're gonna fail because you're gonna be way too behind. But yeah, this was Driver 2, all missions in how long did this took? What was the time?
It was 1:21:38.
Oh, I'm pleased with that.
So, yeah, not far off your world record. It was only about 4 minutes, I think, and you lost about 3 minutes in one mission. So,
Yep.
in reality, the rest of the run went pretty smooth. And
Yeah, this
for
was
someone
quite
who hadn't
good.
ever watched it before, it was a very fun run to watch.
Oh well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope people in the chat also enjoyed this. This is a game I absolutely love. Every occasion I can showcase this, I'm more than happy to do it. It's a really fun game. I highly encourage everyone to try this game at least once, just for the driving physics. It's again, to me personally, this is the most satisfying arcade driver there is ever made. Like I've played all the GTAs and everything. Nothing came close to this game for the driving physics. It just nails it for me.
But if you're a fan of REDRIVER, I believe we have a little extra thing coming up soon, do we not?
We do. As a little extra, as a little surprise,